Hey guys, I have more new titles to share with you. I had to place an order right away to get some new titles for my family, and then I also got a surprise box in the mail from Usborne full of new books. So I have a lot to share with you today. One of our new baby books is our Finger Trail playbook. I had to order this for my daughter because she's one, so she's got little tiny fingers, and she just loves to touch things. I thought this would be really nice for her, work on her textile development, and it still has flaps in it, and it still has some nice touchy-feelies. Here's one I hadn't seen before. It's super soft. So she's already been playing with it, and she loves it. I knew she would. So excited about that book. We also have another addition to our sets to teach your kids to read. If the very first reading set is a little bit out of your budget, now we have this Start to Read pack. It comes with 8 reading books. It has an activity book where you can keep notes, and it has, a guideline, and even has an alphabet poster in it, and it comes with reward stickers. So I'm going to open it up and just show you a couple of books. It still starts with Pirate Pat, just like our very first reading set. So when you open it up, there is a page for you to read, and there's a page for your child learning to read. It's simple phonetic words there. So there are 8 of these that go. You can read them in order. As your child reads more and more words and knows more and more sounds, they'll progress through these books. The alphabet chart is super cute. I'm actually going to start working with my 3-year-old right away. She's learning her phonics. She's learning to identify all the letters. She has some of them down, but not all of them. So I'm really excited about that one. Here is another book by Eric Ode. We are all excited about this book. If you have a little one who likes trucks, I know a lot of you have little boys, you're going to love this book. It's got tons of trucks in it, tells about the trucks and who drives them and what they do, and as always, beautifully illustrated. We also have some Get Ready for School books now. One of them is this Shapes sticker book, and I've always loved the quality of the stickers in our sticker books. They're pretty durable. They peel easily off of surfaces that are not meant to be on. So if you have a little one who likes to stick them on your walls or your tables, you don't have to worry about that with our sticker books. They do come off very easily, and that also makes them repositionable. I wouldn't say they are reusable, but if your little one sticks them in the wrong place in the book, you can usually peel it off and fix it and reposition it. Here's another one of our new books. This is I'm a Dirty Dinosaur. I actually had this in my cart for my next order of new titles that I had to get for my family, but it came in the mail today, complete surprise from Usborne, so that was awesome. This is I'm a Dirty Dinosaur, and in this book, the dinosaur gets really dirty. And something that makes this book unique is that these illustrations are actually done with mud. So that's a nice little fact to share when you're reading it. And also take a look at these corners here. They're rounded. So if you have a toddler, who wants to play with this book, they're not going to poke themselves in the eye. And these pages are not thin paper. They're thick. They're not quite cardboard, but they are durable and they will be hard to tear. I just want to take a second to show you this baby book. It has the rounded pages as well. A lot of our baby books do have these rounded edges. So in my last new title video, I shared Spooky House with you. My 6-year-old and I really, really enjoyed this book. And although it's part of our Billy B series, it's definitely gender neutral. Billy B and Jack appear in each other's stories all the time because they're neighbors. But Jack has a big role in the new mystery series. So even if you have a boy, I know this book is purple and pink, your son will love it. My son laughed the entire time. And it's a great bridge to series fiction because it ends with Dun, 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 to be continued. And my son he cannot wait to find out what's next. So he was very happy when the second book, Codebreakers, came in the mail today. We're going to start on it right away. These books still have large print, but they are longer. Instead of 3 chapters, they're 9. They're very exciting. So they're excellent for your child who's just started chapter books, maybe has read some of our Billy B books. They're a lot of fun. We both thoroughly enjoyed it. This is a book that I flipped through at convention, and I knew right away that it would be among the first books that I ordered. This is 365 illustrated stories and rhymes. It's $21.99, so even though it's thicker than a lot of our illustrated stories, the price didn't go up very much. These illustrated stories have these very nice covers on them. It's like padded cardboard. They're very nice. And these all have the ribbon bookmark for you to mark your page where you leave off. Let's see the table of contents. Well, it doesn't have a table of contents, but I can tell you some of the stories are Little Red Riding Hood, and Eat, Coat, Eat, Spring, Robin Hood and Little John, Piping Down the Valley's Wild, A Parrot, The Bedtime Fairy, The Lion and the Statue, The Donkey Lie, The Pobble Who Has No Toes. So I should have looked before I started the video to see how many rhymes and stories are in here, but I'm already up to 353. Let's see, there's 366. Oh, 365 illustration stories and rhymes. So I didn't need to look beforehand because it's right there in the title. But this is my first time flipping through the book, so I just got really excited for a second. But it actually does have 366, so there's an extra story in there. That's 30 days past September, so if you're teaching the months of the year, that's a great way to start out. It has an index in the back, so if you want to look at your favorites, you can skip right to them, or you can follow along and just use the bookmark to mark your pages. So definitely check out our new illustrated stories. We also have Arabian Nights and a couple of others. We have a couple of new books for your older kids. This one is Return to the Lost World. We also have 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. Is it 20,000? I think so. So check these books out. They're going to be great. A Doodle a Day. This is a tearaway pad. So you can open it up and you can actually tear these pages out. This would be great to take to restaurants because you can tear the pages out and divvy them up among your kids, or when you're traveling so they have something to do. There's directions in here. So fill the page with patterns of hearts. Complete the circuit to the red button. Sew the red button, wakes the robot up. Design some invitations for your perfect celebrations. Lots of prompts to get your kids thinking and to break them out of their shell if they're not very artistic. Here is Look Inside a Castle. Our Look Inside books have tons of awesome flaps in them and illustrations. So here's a flap, and here's a flap. There's tons of flaps. There's probably 10 flaps on every page. And check those illustrations out. And of course, this is nonfiction, so these aren't facts inside this book. It looks like fun because we want to make those things fun for kids, but it's still nonfiction. We also have a few new Wipe Clean books. Here is Times Tables. My son is going to be starting multiplication soon, so I definitely wanted to get this for him. He really enjoys Wipe Clean books, so I know that he would like this too. Our Wipe Clean books also have fun illustrations. A lot of them have monsters and bugs and just cute little doodles to keep the kids interested. And of course, they all come with a marker. Also, check out our Get Ready for School Wipe Clean book. It's like a combo of the 1, 2, 3 and the ABC. And we also have a new combined volume activity Wipe Clean. Finally, I want to share with you Just Imagine. On the back it says, what would it be like to be as small as a mouse or as big as a house? Imagine exploring the depths of the ocean, tunneling underground, or traveling to the future. You can be whatever you want to be in this wonderfully detailed celebration of the imagination. Go on, just imagine. This is a fantastic book. Imagine being made differently. Not really human at all. Lots of things in here to get you thinking and imagining with your kids. Imagine being an animal living in the wild. So many pictures. You know, you can just point to each one and talk about what that would be like. You can discuss it. If you're ever bored after dinner and you don't want to just sit and read a book, this would be a great conversation starter because they have these little ideas to start imagining, and you just never know where that'll go. If you are homeschooling maybe and your kid writes in a journal, these would make great journal prompts, and they even have illustrations to help them think about it. So there's tons of pictures on every page. It's really going to get them thinking. Well, thanks for checking out these new titles with me. I hope you saw some things that you liked. And we actually released over 100 new titles, so check out the website and see what else there is. Thanks, guys.